In the summer of 1934, in a small town called Point Pleasant, West Virginia, life moved at a steady, predictable pace. Factories hummed, children played in the streets, and neighbors knew each other by name. But locals often whispered about strange occurrences along the banks of the Ohio River, flashes of light in the sky, eerie sounds in the night, and shadows that didn't belong to anyone. It began subtly. Fishermen reported sudden bursts of strange energy over the river, metal boats shaking without cause. Livestock behaved oddly, refusing to graze near the water's edge. And then came the animals that disappeared. Pets, chickens, even a horse vanished overnight without a trace. At first, townspeople chalked it up to predators or natural accidents. By the fall of 1936, sightings became impossible to ignore. People spoke of a large winged creature flying over the river at night, its glowing eyes reflecting in the water. Some described it as a bird, but far too large, spanning 20 feet from wingtip to wingtip. Others insisted it had a humanoid form, a creature part man, part bird, with a face that seemed almost human but distorted, terrifying. One particularly vivid account came from a local bridge worker named Robert Morgan. Late one evening, while walking home along the riverbank, he saw it. Massive wings beating against the air, a body covered in dark feathers, and eyes that glowed like molten gold. He tried to run, but the creature followed him silently, swooping above the treetops until he reached the safety of town. He told his story to anyone who would listen. Many laughed. Others nodded in uneasy agreement. They too had seen something. Over the next decade, reports multiplied. Livestock killed in strange ways, bodies found drained of blood or missing limbs. Mysterious lights over the river at night, sometimes hovering, sometimes darting at impossible speeds. Children swore they saw shadowy figures perched in trees, watching their homes. Townsfolk started locking doors at night and keeping their children close. The phenomenon reached its horrifying peak on November 15, 1966. That evening, a massive bridge worker, during routine checks on the Silver Bridge connecting Point Pleasant to Gallipolis, Ohio, noticed a strange vibration, almost like the air itself was humming. Minutes later, without warning, the bridge collapsed. 46 people died instantly as vehicles plunged into the icy river below. Investigators searched for answers. Structural engineers cited metal fatigue and poor maintenance, but locals whispered of a curse, of the winged creature that had haunted their town for decades. They called it the Mothman. Over the years, hundreds claimed sightings of the creature before the disaster, and even decades later, stories persisted. Books were written, documentaries filmed, and the legend grew, drawing thrill-seekers and paranormal enthusiasts from across the country. Yet despite countless reports and investigations, no one could explain the Mothman's origin or purpose. Some theorists speculated it was a cryptid, a creature unknown to science. Others believed it was a supernatural warning, a harbinger of disaster. Skeptics pointed to mass hysteria and folklore, but those who witnessed it firsthand insisted the Mothman was real, and it was watching.